Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Welcome to the second Bangsamoro Leaders Peace Summit. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for the city of Cotabato to host this historical gathering of Bangsamoro leaders aimed at attaining our long-desired unity, solidarity, peaceful coexistence, and eventual development of the Bangsamoro areas. The autonomous region of Muslim Mindanao was founded in 1989. It consists of five provinces: Maguindanao, Lanao del Sur, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. Conflict between Moro groups seeking an independent state in Mindanao and the government of the Philippines has been ongoing for decades. After numerous attempts to resolve the conflict, a final peace agreement between the government and the largest rebel group, the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, was signed in 2014. This paved the way for the establishment of a new Bangsamoro Autonomous Region to replace the current ARMM. However, progress on the implementation of the peace agreement has been slow. The Bangsamoro Basic Law, which is the basis for the creation of the new Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, has not yet been passed. The conflict between the government and the MILF is not the only conflict affecting the ARMM and the entire Bangsamoro homeland. Rather, the conflict situation in Mindanao is multifaceted, involving numerous armed groups, as well as clans, criminal gangs, and political elites. The presence of, should we say, overabundance of armed groups in the Bangsamoro homeland increases the risk of accidental clashes between groups that are aligned or between armed groups and government forces. However, experts say that the Moro insurgencies in the region are not considered to be the main source of conflict in the region. That is why, while resolving the conflict between the government and the MILF will be a step towards peace in the autonomous region, but it will not end conflict in the Bangsamoro homeland. Rido, or clan feuding, is one of the primary drivers of conflict in the region. Moreover, it is interlinked with many of the other drivers of conflict, as conflict actors in the autonomous region often belong to multiple groups and frequently shift alliances. Lawlessness in Mindanao is responsible for thriving shadow economies such as the trade of illegal drugs and weapons, while the shadow economies in the ARMM are linked to violence and conflicts. Some of them, such as cross-border trade in the Sulu Sea, also have the potential to contribute to peace. This is because they play an important role in the provision of livelihoods for fragile island communities. Intercommunal tensions are also prevalent in Mindanao. Moros do not constitute a single ethnic group. Numerous Muslim ethnic groups have distinct linguistic and cultural traditions, while at the same time identifying as Moro because of their religion. Moreover, there are sizable population of descendants of Christian settlers from other parts of the Philippines living in the Bangsamoro homeland, as well as the non-Muslim indigenous tribes referred to collectively as Lumads. While intercommunal tensions are not just a major source of conflict in the Bangsamoro homeland, the potential for conflict, if all groups are not fairly represented in the new autonomous region, is a possibility. In the face of all these realities, there is a dire need for us, Bangsamoro leaders, to lead in our quest for unity, development, and peace in this part of the country. I know that it will be hard for some because they could not set aside nor do away with their personal vested interests. But if we really want peace and development in our region, we have to unite. Unity, I should say, refers to a situation where people join together to do a much bigger work and collectively put forth their energy to achieve that. Strength, practically speaking, underlies unity, and whenever people act in unison with one another, their strength increases 1,000-fold. The importance of unity cannot be overrated. Little drops of water make the mighty ocean, and little drops of sun makes this vast world. The thin fibers of abaca, when twisted together in a rope, can control a mad elephant. These are the benefits of unity. The importance of unity in a nation cannot be overestimated. The edifice of a nation, to say the least about usefulness of unity, cannot stand unless there is a sense of unity at the bottom. To speak the truth, society is a unit of a nation, and when there is essential unity in the organization of a well-ordered society, it will undoubtedly contribute to the organic unity of the nation. So today, I urge and challenge each and every Bangsamoro leader to set aside, or much better, get rid of their personal vested interests. Let us begin to be united, regardless of status in life, regardless of faith, regardless of religious and tribal affiliations. Let us be united in our common desire to put a lasting peace in Mindanao. As long as we are not united, there will be no peace in Mindanao. And in the absence of peace, also is the absence of development. I know that all of us wants peace and progressive future for our children and their generations to come. But there is only one assurance to that. That is unity, not tomorrow, not next year. No one else could bring peace and development to the Bangsamoro homeland but us. Kanina, habang binabasa ng ating kapatid na si Haron Filmin ang listahan ng mga sumusuporta sa tinatawag na One Bangsamoro for Peace, nakita ko na napakalakas na puwersa kung ang lahat ng leader ng iyon ay mangangako at talagang yung commitment na sinasabi, hindi lamang po sa salita, kung hindi sa puso at sa isip. Dito po sa Cotabato City, lagi naming ine-emphasize ang kahalagahan ng pagkakaisa. Gusto namin manatili sa puso at isipan ng bawat isa na walang tinatawag na Muslim or Kristiyano dito, walang tinatawag ng lumad dahil lahat ng tao dito ay nagkakaisa. Sa nakikita ninyong development sa lungsod ng Cotabato, yan po ang produkto ng pagkakaisa. At ito po, kaya nga po nung ako ay naimbitahan ngayong umaga, agad kong sinagot si Dr. Wanday, ang ating city administrator, at si Mr. Samson Gogo. Sabi ko, ako ay pupunta. Sisiguraduhin kong ako ay pupunta, inshallah, dahil gusto kong ibahagi sa inyo ang aking commitment sa pagkakaisa. Lahat tayo dito, walang gusto ng gulo. Lahat tayo gusto natin ng development, gusto natin ng peace. At tuwing nagkakaroon ng summit, nagkakaroon ng pagtitipon ng lahat ng Bangsamoro, pinag-uusapan natin ang kapayapaan. Subalit, bakit hindi natin nakukuha ang kapayapaan? Sapagkat sa aking pananaw, ang pag-uusap ay hindi isinasa puso, hindi isinasa ulo. Kaya sa pagtitipon pong ito, which I rarely attend, because it has always been like that, palagi pinag-uusapan, pero hindi natin naisasagawa. I said, I will grab this opportunity to talk to you, our fellow Moro leaders, to unite. This is our chance. There is no tomorrow. Don't speak of tomorrow. The power to unite is with us. Not tomorrow, not the next day, it's today. And I pose this challenge to all of you. The commitment of Cotabato City towards peace and development is with you. Wassalam.